Welcome to Blurring the Borderlines, brought to you by LIT GORE, and tonight we have the LIT branch bringing you 5 matchups just for you. I am Jay Prada bringing you the action as always from Long Island, New York tonight. First, we're going to have the newcomer Riley Saint taking on another newcomer, Charles Sage. Then Slick Rick will be taking on Christian Maniac. Then we have Caleb Shaw taking on Andrew Miller. Followed by Bobby Wade and Joe Rivers taking on Cyber Shield Rebooted. And the main event, Macho Santos and Adam Page against the Heel World Order. All that and more tonight on Blurring the Borderline 2. And here we go, the first matchup, live action. 2 new people debuting tonight for Blurring the Borderlines 2. And here is the first.
Making his way to the ring from Swansea, Wales, weighing in at 204 pounds,
Riley Saint. We hear he's a high flyer, but we do not know much about this guy. We're going to find out tonight what he could do in that squared circle right here on Blurring the Borderlines 2. And his opponent, Charles Sage, another man we don't know much about. These 2 men will go at it right here in the squared circle. The fans showing their appreciation for Riley Saint, though. They don't know much about him, but he looks like he could go in that ring. But now, the entrance of his opponent, Charles Sage. And here he is, some sort of leader of the Black Power movement. What does this mean for LIT GORE Wrestling? Is this guy gonna bring some sort of militia, some sort of army to Lucha en Fuego? We do not know. But we're hoping tonight we learn something more about both of these men. Incredible physique, incredible entrance. You can tell this guy is charismatic. But I want to see what he does inside of that ring against Riley Saint. Here on Blurring the Borderlines 2. There's more that meets the eye when you look at Charles Sage. These 2 ready to square off in our first match here tonight. Ref calls for the bell. And Sage is already grabbing Riley Saint for a snap suplex. Right in the middle of the ring, follows it with a kick to the spine. Nice arm wrench there, but Riley Saint's going to counter it. Nice technical using the leg to sweep him. And Charles Sage sees that Riley Saint has a few skills of his own. Saint has Sage on the ropes. The ref's going to have to break that up, give these men some space. And a Russian leg sweep by Sage. Gonna try to kick him, but Saint gets out of the way, and that was a miss by both men there. All right, Sage putting Saint on the turnbuckle. What is he going to do here? Going to set him up for something. Right on top of those ropes. And a superplex off of the top rope. And I know Saint is feeling that one. He is out. Charles Sage going to work on the neck now of Riley Saint. Two new faces. Sage going to go for a cover. No, not even a 1 count. Saint getting out of it fairly quickly there. Charles Sage trying to go for a headbutt, but Saint caught him. And a beautiful move there by Riley Saint, using the knees. Sage didn't even feel that one. Saint's going to throw him to the corner, and a drop kick right to the back of Charles Sage. Went for a spinning heel kick. Caught nothing but air there, and Sage's going to capitalize off of that fail by Saint. Going to ram that head right into the turnbuckle about 10 times, and you can hear the fans counting. And a kick right to the back of the leg there, the thigh. Sage looking to, looks like he's going to kick him right on the side of the head, and Saint, it's on the mat. You can pin him, Sage, probably count to 10. No, quick reversal by Riley Saint. Maybe he was trying to play a little possum there. And look at the strength of Riley. Picking up Sage, and he's going to slam him with a sit-down powerbomb. And the fans are going wild. Oh, a hell of a DDT to Charles Sage. Oh, Riley Saint just completely missed Charles Sage. But he's going to give it a second try, throwing Sage over the top rope and onto the outside of the ring. Sage cacking that kick, and he caught him with a kick of his own right in the back of the head. The ref counting. A beautiful kick by Charles Sage. But Saint is fighting back, throwing Sage in the back of the ring. We didn't want this match to finish with a double count out. What a move there by Riley. Gonna go for a cover. 1. No, not even a 2. You can see the strength of Charles Sage. Still too early. Saint does not look happy. And an inverted DDT, a huge one by Riley Saint. But he's going to have to follow up. There goes Sage with an uppercut there. Saint, into another inverted DDT. These two men are going at it. A hell of a match. Beautiful German suplex. But Sage with a huge clothesline to follow it up. And using his he's just gonna sit on him with the knee. And you know Saint's feeling that one. What's Riley gonna do here? Huge powerbomb. Ref gonna go for a cover. 2 could be over. No. Goes into the Boston Crab. Will Charles Sage tap out? Absolutely not. Getting out of the maneuver. Sage with a kick to the face of Riley Saint. But Saint is still going to ram the head right into the mat. And you can see that Riley Saint is feeling it. You missed that clothesline though. And Sage looks drunk, staggering. But he's up now and catches a huge blow by Saint. Throws him into the ropes. Oh, what a huge German suplex. Thought he was going to go for a pin with a bridge, but I guess not. Sage, though, right back on his feet. Looks like he's going to go to the top rope. just punched Riley Saint and follows it up with a huge elbow off of that top rope. Charles Sage may be looking to put away Riley Saint right here, right now. A kick, and you can hear the kick echo throughout the arena. Charles Sage showing us that he is not somebody to mess with. And a cover. 2, no. Riley Saint still has some fight left in him. Impressive showing by both these men here tonight. What is Sage gonna do with Riley? It just drops him on the face, and you can see the blood splatter on the forehead of Riley Saint. Gonna go for another cover. It could be over. 1, 2, 3, and here is your winner on the first match of Blurring the Borderlines 2, Charles Sage. You can see on the replay a huge kick to the side of the head of Riley Saint. Sage looking for something, but Riley reverses it into an inverted DDT. See almost the same thing here again, but that was a shove there for Charles Sage. That huge powerbomb. And he turns it into a Boston Crab. Charles Sage showing off to the fans right there. Sage going for a cover, but here is your winner, Charles Sage. Very impressive on his first match, and he picked a hell of a stage to show us what he can do. All right, and we are back for our second match of the evening.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match, and is for the Martial Arts World Championship.
The Japanese title is on the line as the Christian Maniac will be defending against the leader of the HWO, Slick Rick, and here he is. The bad guy is always ready for a fight, and tonight he's gonna try to get gold and bring it home to the heel world order. And you know the fans are, they're big fans of the heel world order, and you can hear them going crazy tonight as Slick Rick makes his entrance. You can also hear the boos, a little bit of mixed reactions here in Long Island, New York. The bad guy. We have not seen much of his opponent. The Japanese champion has not been seen, but tonight, for the first time in months, he will make his return to defend that Japanese title. Here he is. You can hear the fans chanting, awaiting the return of the Maniac. And here he is. You can see him in the darkness. The Christian Maniac, the Japanese champion of LIT GORE, is back right here at Blurring the Borderlines 2. And he looks ready to defend that title against Slick Rick. What an entrance here by the Christian Maniac. Will the heel World Order gain their first championship as a stable? Will Slick Rick pull one out of his sleeve before Doomsday? It will not be easy because this man is one tough individual. You can see the Japanese World Championship.
Introducing the challenger from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 205 pounds, the bad guy.
Slick Rick looks focused. No sitting on top of the ropes.
Introducing the champion from Jersey City, New Jersey, weighing in at 241 pounds. He is the martial arts world champion, King Christian Maniac.
And you can see the sadistic face on the look of the Japanese champion. He is not gonna let Slick walk out of here with that championship tonight. The ref showing Slick Rick the title. And he's gonna hold it up high for everyone to see it. Well, now Slick takes a little seat right before the match. And here we go, match underway. Japanese championship on the line. Slick already throwing the Maniac over the top rope, and he's gonna talk crap. Hashtag heel, you can see it all over Slick Rick, but the Maniac not taking kindly to that. Dropping Slick on the back of his head and now ramming a knee right to the face of Slick. Maniac ramming the head of the bad guy right on the corner of the apron. Slick blocking the second one and running with a big boot right to the side of the head of the Christian Maniac and then ramming him into the post. What a punch, throwing the Maniac over the barricade and into the crowd. Slick gonna follow him. A kick to the ribs and another one going deeper into the crowd. Throwing the Maniac over with a dumpster in the chair, tables, and all types of weapons that these men can use against one another. Definitely a dangerous place to be in if you're the champion. Slick is taking advantage, ramming those knees into the side of the head of the Maniac. And finally, we see some fight from the Christian Maniac. Oh, what a move to Slick Rick. What a move, but a jawbreaker. These two men are going to go at it back here. And Slick climbing. Oh, what a maneuver by Slick Rick, jumping. Looked like a leg drop. off of that equipment box. And it looks like the Maniac may have caught the back of his head on that kendo stick on the way down. Maniac heading back towards the ring. And I agree, he would definitely not want to be there too long. Slick Rick following. And the action is back in the ring. Russian leg sweep there by the champion. And now he's just choking him right in front of the ref. There's nothing the ref can do about it. Punching repeated blows and just slams his head right on the mat. But Rick is fighting back with that arm drag. Maniac back on him though, ramming that face into the knee. Looks like he was going to go for a clothesline, but couldn't reach him. Right back on Slick Rick, but Slick with a reversing elbow of his own. A forearm to the face and a huge super kick by the Christian Maniac into a German suplex. And a cover. 1, 2, no. The leader of the HWO still in this contest with a leg drag. Tombstone power driver by Slick. Now he's going to the outside. What is he going to pull out from under the ring? He's got a steel chair. And you can imagine the thoughts that are running through the mind of Slick Rick. Oh, and just cracks him over the head. Big forearm and one to the back. A spinning neck breaker. And a cover. 1, 2. A little bit of frustration on the face of Slick Rick. But he's going to put him right into the moon. 1, 2, no. So close, almost winning that strap. And he is not right in the head. Slick Rick was mad. But he brushed it off and he's right back on the Maniac. With repeated strikes, elbows. He's just beating on him. Go for another cover. No. Gotta give it to Slick. He is trying to win himself a championship, but the Maniac is back up on his feet. And he just slammed Rick into the ground. Oh, just catches him. And he's going to go for a cover here. 1, 2, 3. And the champion pulls out the win against Slick Rick. Out of nowhere. You see that knee to the face. Forearm there by the Maniac, following with that huge super kick. A beautiful tombstone power driver by the bad guy. Follows it up with the black and white. But that couldn't get him the win. Slick frustrated right there. You can see him beating on the Maniac, but right after that, obviously did not get the cover there. Right after that, the Maniac hit Slick and got the win.
And still, martial arts world champion, King Christian Maniac.
The Christian Maniac retaining his Japanese title, your winner. Here on Glory, the Borderlines 2, brought to you by LIT GORE. All right, and here is the
following
next
contest
match.
is an Extreme Rules match. And it's for the Lucha Libre Northern Heavyweight Championship.
Mayan Championship on the line. Mayan American Championship at that. And here is the challenger. None other than Caleb Shaw. We've seen some weird actions by Shaw, helping HWO member Killswitch Joe in the match against Wyatt Sawyer. He still has had nothing to say about the matter, but we're hoping to find out. Nonetheless, Caleb is set to take on the Mayan American champion, Andrew Miller. Will Caleb gain a title here tonight on Blurring the Borderlines 2? Caleb awaiting the entrance of his opponent, the Mayan American champion, Andrew. And here he is. The Mayan American champion Andrew Miller making his entrance to Blurring the Borderlines. And he is ready to defend that championship against Caleb Shaw. He made his return in a tag team main event, teaming up with Colt Shields to take on the champion of LIT GORE, Macho Santos, and the former EFED champion, Adam Page. Page losing that title to Christian Rude in a UWA special. But on Doomsday, Adam Page will get his title shot that is owed to him, his rematch at Doomsday when he takes on the leader of the Lost Boys. But you can see that Mayan American Championship belt.
Introducing the challenger from Melbourne, Australia, weighing in at 280 pounds, Caleb Shaw.
Shaw is ready to win himself a championship here tonight.
Introducing the champion from Houston, Texas, weighing in at 248 pounds, he is the Lucha Libre Northern Heavyweight Champion, the villain, Andrew Miller.
Everything's bigger in Texas, and you can see that big strap that Andrew Miller just held up high. As he hands it over to the ref so Caleb Shaw can take a look at it. Caleb is ready. Miller is also ready, and here we go. And off the bat, a hell of a move by the champion Miller. Gonna go for a quick win over Caleb. 1, 2, no. Shaw is not gonna let it go down that way. At Blurring the Borderlines 2, Miller trying to steal his way to victory with a beautiful backflip there, showing off early in the contest. But in my opinion, he's doing it against the wrong opponent in Caleb Shaw. Shaw is a powerhouse. And you can see that big arm just coming across the shoulder of Miller. And now what's Caleb gonna do? That's the velocity killer. And he's gonna go for a cover. 1, 2, no, so close. to becoming the new Mayan American champion, hitting Miller with the velocity killer. And he's going to slam that arm right into the mat. Caleb Shaw is not playing around here tonight. He's looking to leave here with a belt around his waist at the expense of Andrew Miller, and a huge suplex there. Driving that huge elbow to the back of Miller, and another. But Andrew Miller's fighting back. Gonna go for the legs. That's what you have to do. Take out the big tree trunks and take this man down. Another huge suplex by Caleb Shaw, working on the body of Andrew Miller slowly but surely. And a big Russian leg sweep by the big man. Looking to hit Miller there with something, but Miller reverses, and he's going to work on those legs again, driving a knee right to the mat. A huge, huge super kick into a German suplex, snaps. You can hear the back snap. Inverted DDT, lifting the whole body up and driving the back of the head. But Caleb is right back on him. Gonna go for a huge suplex, but no, reversal by Miller. What's Miller gonna do is just jumped outside of the ring. You can see Caleb hanging on the ropes. Kendo stick and cracking. He just cracked Caleb Shaw over the head with a kendo stick. And a beautiful spinning kick by Caleb. The guy just got cracked over the head. Oh, cold breaker by Andrew Miller. Catching Shaw out of nowhere and cracking him again with that kendo stick. Who will walk out of here with that Mayan American Championship? Andrew Miller just put Shaw over his knee, kicking him into the table. Right into the commentary table, and Shaw is back on him. A huge forearm to the back of the head on the outside of the ring. There's nothing the ref can do. No countouts. DDT right on the outside. Arm drag there, and another code breaker. The knee must have cracked Caleb Shaw's head, because you can see the blood splatter. But Shaw is a strong man. He's right back on his target. Another spinning kick to the head of the champion. Looks like he was going to go for another DDT, but Andrews was able to fight out of it. And a kick to the face of the challenger, flipping senton right outside of the ring, and rams the head into the corner of the apron. Andrew Miller is not going to take Caleb Shaw lightly. He's looking to walk out of here with his championship. Caleb Shaw with the upper hand, working on the arm of Miller. But Miller fighting out of it with strikes right to the ribs of Caleb Shaw. Shaw gonna send, Miller. Sorry for that. Hard to keep up with the action sometimes, but Caleb looking to put Miller in something. Spinning neck breaker. He just lifted. It was like a spinning neckbreaker DDT. I don't even know what to call it, but it was beautiful. A huge clothesline by Caleb. Another. Gonna duck that, and a huge power slam. And Caleb Shaw may be looking to put this one away. Russian leg sweep. And a cover. Ref gonna get it. 1, 2, no. Still fight left in the champion. Shaw looks mad. Doesn't know what to do to put this man down. And a huge clothesline of Shaw. Miller looking to capitalize on this opening into this beautiful maneuver. Modified DDT into a cover. 1, 2, 3, and the champion keeps his title. Andrew Miller defeating Caleb Shaw. You could see the replay. Nice sweep there by Miller.
Nacho.
Beautiful German suplex wrapping the arms around the waist. On the outside of the ring, that code breaker, the first one of the night. Bringing Caleb to down the sides, catches him on the head, and here's the move that puts Shaw away here tonight on Blurring the Borderlines 2, brought to you by LIT GORE Wrestling.
Lucha Libre Northern Heavyweight Champion, the villain, Andrew Miller.
Andrew Miller successful, but will he be successful going into Doomsday?
Get ready for the SmackDown!
And here we go, our fourth match of the night. After seeing that crazy match between Caleb Shaw and Andrew Miller. But here you can see Brandon Pickett with Joe Rivers and Bobby Wade coming out here because tonight they will be challenging Cyber Shield Rebooted for their Tornado Tag Team Championships.
Come on everybody, gonna start this party. If we turn it to 11, then we can't go wrong.
And I believe Brandon Pickett has cashed in. Investing in Joe Rivers and Bobby Wade couldn't get any better for people to represent on LIT GORE. You hear the loud music. That's Brandon Pickett and his two clients ready to win some gold here on Blurring the Borderlines, but their opponents are set to make their way to the ring. And here they are, the Tornado Tag Team Champions, Cyber Shield Rebooted, Jason Fury and Colt Shields, set to defend their championships against Joe Rivers and Bobby Wade, the legend, here tonight on Blurring the Borderlines 2, brought to you by LIT Wrestling. Always in partnership with the Universal Wrestling Syndicate, the UWS. So you can see the Tornado Tag Team Championships in this match.
Triple Crown Tag Team Showstopper, Joe Rivers, Bobby the Beast Wade, on the way to the ring at a combined weight of 490 pounds.
Let me tell you,
Showstopper, Joe Rivers.
I have to fire this
and
ring
Bobby
announcer because it
the
looks like she
Beast
had a little bit too much to
Wade.
drink. But we're going to excuse that for tonight.
Showstopper, Joe Rivers, Bobby the Beast Wade, and their opponents at a combined weight of 597 pounds. They are the Tag Team Colts, Quick Draw Shields, and the Tank.
Cyber Shield Rebooted. In the last season of LIT, Colt Shields was the Tag Team Championship, Tag Team Champion alongside of Shade. but we have not heard much of him lately, and he has been replaced with Jason Fury, creating Cyber Shield rebooted, and here we go. Colt Shields demonstrating his power right on Joe Rivers. Huge elbow by Rivers into a beautiful running spinning DDT there. And this is a hell of a team, Bobby Wade and Joe Rivers. Rivers definitely has the speed and Wade definitely has the power, but Colt Shields is not playing tonight. He's looking to enter Doomsday, still one half of the Tornado Tag Team Champion. Nice backdrop by Rivers to Shields. Rivers with a beautiful move there. Dropping Shields right on the back of his head, but Shields is right back up on his feet. Looks like Shields was probably going to tag his partner Jason Fury, but Joe Rivers did not let it happen, dragging Shields to his side of the ring. Rivers getting out of whatever Colt Shields was brewing. A beautiful German suplex there by Joe Rivers. Alright, Rivers. Looks like he's going to tag in his partner Bobby Wade. Wade going to the top rope. Rivers drives Colt. Beautiful knee off of the top rope. And a team of Brandon Pickett is looking good here tonight. Rivers talking to the crowd, trying to get the attention, and the fans are buying into it. Wrenching the neck of Colt Shields is Bobby Wade. What is next for these two legends of the E-Fed scene? Repeated blows by Wade. You can see Colt trying to defend himself, but it didn't work much. Wade gonna work on the legs there of Shields, stretching him out. With a knee on the spine, will Shields tap out? Shields getting out of it. And you can see that definitely affected the back. He was grabbing him when he got up. Bobby right back on him, gouging the eyes, and he's gonna put him into that perfect power bomb. But Colt Shields is right back up, sending Bobby into the turnbuckle. Oh, just cracking Shields over the head, and it looks like Shields has been busted open by that elbow from Bobby Wade. Shields needs to make a tag, and yes, he does, right to Jason Fury. For the first time, Fury enters the match. And Fury is just a building. This guy's huge. Colt Shields is no small man, but standing next to Jason Fury, nothing but power and muscle. Bobby Wade doesn't even know what to do with Jason Fury. He looked a little confused, stepped out of the ring, steps back in, and Jason Fury is not happy. A nice belly-to-belly there by Bobby Wade, but Fury looks like he got right back up. And just rammed his whole body thrown, followed by repeated strikes. Just drops Bobby Wade on his abdomen. You can see the strength of Jason Fury, just gouging the nose into a cyber slam and a cover one. No, only a 1 count on the legendary Bobby Wade. And a knee by Bobby. There's that choke slam by Wade, and it could be over real soon if he goes for a pin. But he doesn't. And Fury throws him to the corner of the ring, right into the turnbuckle, and he's going to throw him around like a rag doll. Beautiful, beautiful suplex, just throwing Wade across the ring. You can see the wear and tear on Colt Shields. And Fury just looking on as Bobby leans on the turnbuckle. What is he going to do with Wade? He's just waiting like a rabid animal, stalking at his prey. Powerbomb position by Jason Fury. Beautiful sit-down powerbomb. Looks like he changed his mind about going for a cover. He's going to stomp on the back of Bobby Wade's now and just rams his knee on the neck of Wade. Oh, spinning power slam to Bobby Wade. The strength is unimaginable. Fury picking up Wade by the neck and just tossing him to the other side of the ring. They're going to toss him some more. Bobby Wade has been tossed around like a $2 whore. And he definitely needs to make the tag to Joe Rivers. Wade was out for quite some time. Now he's beginning to crawl to Rivers. And Fury is not going to let the tag happen. Catching Wade into a suplex. And Wade finally tags his partner Rivers. There he goes, running knee. Fury does not go down, but goes down after the second running clothesline. And a running knee, and Rivers has Fury on the ground. Fury tags in Colt Shields. And Colt going for a huge axe handle. Rivers ducks it. And now he has Colt on his back. What is Rivers gonna do? Ramming Shields right on the knee, face first. Going for a running kick, but it looks like Shields rolled out of that one and hit him with that avalanche. And he's gonna put him into this croc lock. Will Rivers? No. Big sit-down slam, going for a cover. 1, 2, no. Joe kicks out. What a kick by Colt to the head of Joe Rivers. Gonna pick him up, none but brute strength into a sit-down powerbomb by one half of the Tornado Tag Team Champions. Rivers is right back on him though. What is Joe gonna do to Colt Shields? Well, Shields ducks it. Belly to belly suplex. See Jason Fury finally getting back on that apron. Another sit-down slam into a pin. 1, 2, no. Bobby Wade with Fury on his back. And you can see the strength of Bobby with that F5 to Fury. And a slap to the chest of Joe Rivers. Cyber slam by Colt Shields. You can see the wear and tear on Shields. He's gonna put him into that croc lock. Will Rivers tap out? The ref is checking on him. Will Rivers tap to Colt? No. A little frustration on Colt Shields. Gonna go for a cover here on Rivers. 1, 2, 3, and he pulled a fast one. Cyber Shield rebooted, retains their Tornado Tag Team Championships here tonight on Blurring the Borderlines 2. What a match. You can see the replay. Jason Fury throwing around Bobby Wade for about 5 minutes. Puts him in this huge sit-down powerbomb. You can see Colt with that croc lock. The strength for Bobby Wade against the house of Jason Fury. But Cyber Shield rebooted, coming out on top.
Still the Triple Crown Tag Team Colts, Quick Draw, Shields, and The Tape.
Cyber Shield rebooted will be going into Doomsday as the champions. And next, we have our main event of the evening. The former EFED Legends champion Adam Page set to make his entrance here.
The following contest is a no-count match.
Let's do this
Introducing first,
do this mother, let's go.
Denton, Texas, weighing in at 199 pounds, Adam Page.
Adam Page set to take on the HWO with his partner Macho Santos. Well, his partner for tonight, these two have really been working on their friendship lately on LIT GORE. And then it extends here tonight when they take on the HWO members Max Steel and Killswitch Joe. It's been a hell of a night here on Blurring the Borderlines 2, brought to you by LIT Wrestling, but here
And his partner
is
from
our
wherever he
champion,
was,
Macho
weighing in
Santos.
at 280 pounds, the cool fighting world champion, Macho Santos.
Will Macho walk out of the Doomsday match still holding his title and not having to defend it against anyone? If he wins that Doomsday match, he can practically cock block 29 other superstars, and no one will be able to challenge him for his title.
Alright, say that shit and I mean it. She calls me, I screen it. I'm only fucking if it's convenient. You loud pussy.
And it all depends on the luck of the draw, because if he draws number one, it's going to be a hell of a night for Macho.
I does what I wish to. If you're mad, well,
But he can also draw anything in between, and definitely the number 30, which is the best number to draw in a match of this caliber.
My haters feel like I'm better dead, but I'm quite alive, getting bread instead. With a better girl, with a better face, I'm in a better place, getting better head. I just want to stay
raising that championship high, but he does not have to defend it here tonight on Blurring the Borderlines 2. Page and Santos awaiting their opponents, and here they are. The HWO.
At a combined weight of 502 pounds, Max Steel and the one KSJ, the NWO.
Killswitch and the Golden Peacock set to get a win, or try to, against these two, Macho Santos and Adam Page here tonight. We seen earlier tonight, Slick Rick was not lucky. It was not a good night for Slick Rick, and he lost against the Japanese champion, Christian Maniac. But maybe the luck will change here in this main event. Alright, main event of the evening, these two sets of tag teams ready to square off the ref calls for the bell, and here we go. LIT GORE rules. Knockouts are valid, and a huge punch by Macho. Beautiful power driver by Adam Page, going for a quick cover on Killswitch Joe, but Max Steel is there to save the day. Tornado tag team style. Huge suplex by Max Steel to Adam Page, and a huge elbow by Macho to Killswitch, and again Max Steel saves the day for Killswitch. What are these two doing? Nothing but showboats in the ring. Pay attention to the match. That's how you pull out the win. Killswitch is back up on him with a huge clothesline of Macho. And Adam Page squaring off against Max Steel. Steel with a kick to the midsection. With Adam Page clothesline over the ropes, and maybe we'll see that exact same thing on Doomsday. Killswitch going for a cover on Macho. Adam Page there. Oh, and a huge kick by Page with that knee to the face of Killswitch. And now Macho working on the arm of Max Steel. Elbow to the back of the head of Killswitch. Adam Page breaking that cover. Breaking the cover up. Killswitch grabs Page from behind and slams him right on the face. Sit down style. Right here on Blurring the Borderlines 2. What a huge punch. Nice snap punch by Macho. You can see the strength behind it, but Steel's back on him. Macho's fighting, and Killswitch Joe throws Adam Page over the top rope, but he's going to bring him in with a huge suplex right from the apron. Nice leg sweep by Max Steel to Macho Santos. And an arm drag by Adam Page to Killswitch. What is Max Steel up to? A huge pump kick to the side of the head of the champion. And Max Steel is feeling the adrenaline with a huge, huge black and white cutter. The cover, 1, 2, no. And an enziguri by Adam Page to Killswitch Joe. Macho has been busted wide open. You can see the blood leaking from the forehead. Repeated clotheslines. And a huge one. And it looks like Adam Page may also be busted open. Killswitch with that spinning heel kick right to the forehead of the former EFED Legends champion. And you can hear the echo of that kick to the face of Adam Page and the repeated kicks to the head of Macho. Macho going for a knee, but maybe the blood caused him to see a blurry vision as he was not able to catch Max Steel. A cover by Max to Macho. 1, 2, no. Killswitch Joe ramming the head of Page into the corner of the apron on the outside. And Macho working on the arm of Max Steel. Looks like he almost ripped it off there. Oh, Killswitch he just slammed Adam Page into the apron, spine first, using every part of the ring to his advantage. Max Steel is in the ring and just rammed his boot into the back of the arm of Macho Santos. The ref is counting. Oh, and the head face first. So Macho by Max Steel in the ring as Killswitch Joe works on Adam Page, but Adam Page getting out of it with a nice kick to the abdomen followed by a forearm. But Killswitch, these two going at it outside. The ref is up to an 8 count almost, and a pin there by Macho. 1, 2. No, the Golden Peacock gets the left shoulder up. Macho throwing Max to the turnbuckle. Max with a big boot to the face of the champion. Adam Page and Killswitch are back in the ring finally. And the ref is down. Killswitch running over him when Adam Page threw him to the ropes. But he's back up on his feet. No refs were harmed during the filming of this program. And Max Steel is looking to do a huge maneuver. A cover by Killswitch 2. No. Adam Page saves himself. But what a move by Max Steel to the champion. 1. Page there to save the day. Killswitch hanging out to dry on the ropes. What an elbow by Max Steel. Max Steel is really laying out the strikes to Adam Page as if he has something personal against the guy. Kicks to the chest of Adam Page by the Peacock as Macho works on Killswitch. He's gonna work on the neck of Adam Page on the mat. Max Steel as Page squeezing the neck, but Page gets out of it, and a huge move on the outside of the ring by Macho. A bit of a rhythm there by Max Steel. What's Max gonna do? Getting out of the way of Page, and a kick to the side of the head, and you can see that Page is leaking. There's blood everywhere. Oh, and he just wrapped his head, probably opening up the wound even further. Kill Switch is heading to the top of the ropes. Oh, and it looks like he was going after Page, but Max had him. And Kill Switch is looking to try again. What is he gonna do? Huge elbow, but he misses. Macho rolls out of the way, lending a helping hand to Page. And a huge boot by Max Steel. Macho was going to end him with that kick, but Kill Switch getting out of the way. Who is going to win the main event here on Blurring the Borderlines by LIT? Snap punch, and he rams the head of Adam Page, winning the match with a knockout. The heel World Order picks up a win here on the main event of Blurring the Borderlines 2. You can see the replay of that huge punt kick by the Golden Peacock to Macho Santos. Kill Switch with that kick. You didn't see it there, but you seen that slam to the corner of the apron there by Kill Switch to Adam Page. Macho with a huge elbow to Max Steel, trying to go for that cover.
Here are your winners, Max Steel and the one KSJ, the NWO.
The HWO getting a win tonight at Blurring the Borderlines 2. Thank you, everyone. Next up, it's LIT Doomsday.